Hi guys, as you can see, the location is not the usual one. I'm not in my car, neither in my room. I'm just outside the airport of Venice because I came here to find a dear friend of mine for his bachelor party. And during the flight, I have some thoughts about my recent love life, let's call it this way, that I want to share with you in this video. Specifically, I want to talk about the compatibility between people in a couple, starting from my experience. And recently, I came across with different experience with different girls, and but there I think that there is a commonality that made me think about something, and the commonality is that all of these experiences were concluded in not in in a few, in very little time, starting with good premises, um, but ended with with something something frustrating for myself, because the premises were that they find me, you know, different in a way from other people, and they were very curious about myself, uh, but I don't know if they idealized me at the beginning, but if they did, the following part is frustrating for me because they all came to the conclusion that you know uh, that idea, that that initial idea was not, you know for them, and it's okay, because if you think, generally speaking, compatibility between people is not to take it from granted. uh, so it's okay, generally speaking. But when it comes to me, it is frustrating because even if you can rationalize the thought, and say, okay, you just date other girls and you can find the one, because it's statistically impossible or very hard to find it, the right person, immediately. Of course, this is the rational part, but when you go back to your personal experience, it's still frustrating because you just can think about your experiences, in the especially in the moments in which you are left, for example, or the other person tell you you are, you know not uh, proper for me, or you are too diverse from me, and so we have to quit, because you say the first thing that you have to say to yourself is, okay, I'm not enough, I'm not likable, I'm not lovable, and even if you rationalize that it's not like this at the moment, it's very hard to handle these feelings and to say, no, it's not like this, you can find the right one, uh, if you try harder, and if you expose yourself to other dates. But in the moments, it's very hard. So everyone that uh, is like, wanting to giving up on dating, I say, okay, you don't have to, because you can find definitely your person. But at the same time, I relate very much to the struggling feeling that you can feel, especially in the moments. So don't quit, uh, but I understand. I really, really understand, because you say to yourself, okay, I'm too much, I'm too little we are too diverse, but you never have the the feeling that you find the person that says, okay, we're just a post, or we are even if we are diverse, you for me you are worth trying. No, there is always that thing that says, okay, we are too diverse or you are too much, and so we have to quit. So that is frustrating a bit, but don't give up. Don't give up, because I think that we can achieve what we want. I'm sure about that. Just be yourself, even if it's hard. But the only thing that can fulfill you in a hypothetical relationship is when when you find the person that really appreciates you for yourself, not for your mask. So don't wear a mask just to adapt to a girl that you like for whatever reason, but just be yourself. I think it's much more important to be liked for who you are than being with the person you like. So remember this. Bye.